Can a computer fool someone into believing that it's a human? In 1950, Alan Turing published an article that proposed a test to determine whether or not a machine could behave in a way that was indistinguishable from a human. Turing's test was a means to see if a machine could think at a human level of intelligence. Turing's test was simple. He proposed that a human evaluator be challenged with determining which of two entities communicating with him was human and which was a computer. The conversation would be limited to written questions and answers, and the evaluator could ask any questions about any subject. If the computer could successfully trick the human evaluator into believing that it was human, the test was considered a success. As laid out in the paper, the Turing test didn't actually have concrete rules. Much like the Pirates Code, they were more like guidelines. The problem with not having concrete rules is that it makes it very hard to determine whether or not a computer has actually passed the test. Think of it like watching a gymnastics competition versus a race. In a race, the winner is the one who crosses the finish line first. In gymnastics, the addition of judges muddies things a bit. A gymnast with a perfect routine comes in ninth, and a gymnast who made several errors comes in first. This is due to levels of difficulty, etc., and might be a more complicated subject than the Turing test. Suffice to say, once one adds human judges and opinions into the mix of determining who a winner is, things get muddy. So it's not really a surprise that some people believe certain AIs pass the Turing test while others do not. Critics argue that passing the Turing test doesn't necessarily equate to true intelligence or understanding anyway. All it does is show a machine's ability to simulate human passing responses. Some also question whether the Turing test sets too low a bar for intelligence, since it mainly focuses on superficial aspects of human communication rather than deeper cognitive abilities. And, to be honest, many tests of intelligence might be more easily passed by a computer than a human. For example, in a face-off between a computer and a human to solve a complex math problem, the computer is probably going to win. Another problem is with the humans in the test. If someone tells a person to act natural, humans automatically begin to act decidedly not natural in his or her desperation to act natural. When a human is told to act human during a test, they have the tendency to not act human. When the responses given by the human trying to act human do not match with the evaluator's idea of what a human should sound like, this leads to an issue called the Confederate effect. The Turing test has been officially passed, but one must ask, is the Turing test still relevant? As with seemingly everything, the subject's up for debate. Some argue we need more sophisticated tests to evaluate a machine across a broader spectrum of tasks, such as problem-solving, creativity, and emotional intelligence. Others believe that, in spite of its limitations, the Turing test is still a valuable tool for gauging AI progress and development. And perhaps the test itself doesn't matter. While AIs are becoming increasingly more skilled at mimicking human speech, it doesn't follow that they are actually at the level of human intelligence when it comes to the flexibility of human intelligence. Common sense, the ability to deal with unexpected circumstances, and the ability to perform well across a broad spectrum of skills all remain the purview of humanity. And if you need the right technology partner to help with everything from a new website to utilizing AI in your business, visit swansoftwaresolutions.com to schedule a free assessment.